If you have cassava, corn, and water, then make this fufu recipe at home. This fufu recipe is delicious, it's lovely and nice. And once you start making fufu this way, you would always make fufu like this. Take a very good look at how well it turned out. And if you're new on this channel, I'd like to say welcome. If you are a consistent viewer, of course, welcome back. Firstly, to start, I'll pour my cassava dough into a bowl and then I'll set the bowl aside. I'll get a clean bowl and then let me show you what the corn dough came in. This is what the corn dough came in. So I'll pour the required amount of corn dough into this separate bowl. And after pouring the corn dough there, I would mix together with water. I would mix the corn dough with water till I get a smooth and runny texture. After I get that texture that I want, which you would see much later, I'll proceed to mix the cassava as well. And as this video continues, I'll explain to you how corn dough is made. So make sure you watch this video till the end. This right here is what I have and it's the perfect texture. So I'll set it aside. Now it's time to mix the cassava dough with water as well. And I'll proceed to mix very, very well until I get a thick paste. So here's the thing. The cassava paste would be thicker than the corn paste. As this video continues, I like to say this. I hope you're enjoying this video. And if you are, why not click the like button? And of course, I'd love to read your comments. So don't forget to tell me what you think about this recipe. And when you try this recipe at home, of course, I would love to read all about your experiences. Now, if you've liked this video and you're planning to leave your comments, I'd also say, why not click on the subscribe button? Yes, click on the subscribe button and also click on that bell button so that every time I post new videos, you will be notified. And the good thing is I post new videos every week. So yes, click on the subscribe button and the notification bell. This right here is the paste that I have. This is the cassava paste and you will notice that it's thicker. Now come along as we cook. I'll pour some water into my pot, just little water, and then let me show you what the water looks like. You can see it's very small. Then I'll cover the water and allow it to boil. As soon as the water starts boiling, I'll open the pot and then I will take out some part of the water. I like to do this so that I won't have a texture that is not as thick as I want it to be. It depends on how thick you like your fufu to be, but I would suggest that at this point when you're making your fufu, ensure that it is thick. Then after getting that thickness right, you can decide to add extra water. Now it's time to cook, and I'll simply pour the cassava paste into the hot water. By the way, I need to tell you that I have reduced the heat to medium heat and I would continue to mix even as I pour in the corn paste as well. Now it's time to do a whole lot of mixing, and let me tell you, this part here is the real deal. This is the part where you need a lot of arm strength to get that smoothness and that silky texture. It all begins from here, the cooking part. So as I continue to mix this fufu, let me tell you a little bit on how corn dough is made. Corn dough is usually made with white corn dough is usually made with white dried corn, and that is the picture of the white dried corn. So what happens is the corn is washed in clean water and then soaked for days to enhance fermentation and also to soften the corn. After about 3 days, the water used for fermentation is drained off, and then fresh water is used to clean the corn very well. After that, the corn is taken to the mill, because for the corn you may need to get an industrial grinder to grind it to paste. So the corn is taken to a mill, or if you have an industrial blender, you blend the corn, and after the corn is blended, it is poured into a cheesecloth, and then a heavy substance or a heavy object is placed on the cheesecloth so as to be able to drain out the excess water in the corn in order to get that thick texture that you saw earlier. So simple, that is how fermented corn dough is made. And while I was just telling you how corn dough is made, you would notice that I continue to mix the fufu, and at this point you can see that the fufu is already taking shape. Remember, I told you earlier, it is better for your fufu to be too thick than it to be too watery or too soft. So at this point, if your fufu is too thick, I'm going to show you what to do to get it to that texture of silkiness that you would like or that you want. Remember, I said you need a lot of arm strength. Yes, you do. Anyway, this right here is what my fufu looks like, and it is time for the next step. I'll start by cleaning off the omorogun, and as soon as the omorogun is clean, some people call it turning stick, I would add water. Now, you see, at this point, you can choose to add more water or little water. It depends on the texture and thickness that you like your fufu to have. So if you like your fufu to be very soft, you can add more water in line with how thick your fufu originally is. But if you like your fufu to be really thick, then all you need to do is add little water and cook for about 1 to 2 minutes, just as I have done here. Now, after cooking for 2 minutes on medium heat, it's time to mix again very, very well. Now, here is the thing about fufu. Fufu is delicious, it is tasty, and it is lovely. And fufu as an African food is very, very versatile. And the reason is because it goes well with a wide variety of soups. When we talk about fufu and soup, you can literally enjoy fufu with any type of soup that you have in your house. Let me give you some examples. You can eat fufu with Egusi soup. You can enjoy fufu with okra soup. That's not all. You can enjoy fufu with riro. That's the Yoruba stewed vegetable. You can also enjoy fufu with oha soup. There's really no type of soup that you cannot enjoy fufu with, and that is why it is generally loved and commonly enjoyed. I hope you like this video. Until I post my next video, ensure that you have a lovely time. Bye.